Welcome to the CompareZaddy.com deep dive. This is where we take sources, articles, research, user feedback, all that good stuff, and, well, we boil it all down. We extract the key insights to help you get well-informed and fast. Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of high-performance gaming desktops. We're basically structuring our whole chat around CompareZaddy.com's excellent guide, 17 best-selling high-performance gaming desktops that will transform your gaming world.
Yeah, and that title really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Transform. Because if you've ever, felt that pain of laggy frame rates.
Oh, yeah.
Or seen amazing game visuals just fall flat because your current setup can't cope, you get why this stuff matters.
Yeah.
A really good gaming desktop is not just a luxury purchase. It unlocks a totally different level of immersion. Competitiveness, too.
Absolutely. It really does redefine the experience. So let's talk methodology. How does CompareZaddy.com actually pick these best-selling machines? What's their secret sauce?
Well, it's interesting. Their approach is actually pretty similar to how we tackle things here. They're all about empowering your shopping choices by taking a whole stack of information, just like we do, and then distilling it.
Right.
Their process looks at several key things. Obviously, the CPU, the processor power, then the GPU, the graphics card, which is crucial for rendering those amazing visuals. Enough RAM is key, too, for smooth multitasking.
Makes sense.
And beyond that, they really look hard at SSD speeds, solid-state drives. That's vital for fast boot times, quick game loads. Nobody likes waiting around.
Tell me about it.
Then there's cooling. Super important. These things get hot, so effective cooling keeps performance consistent, especially during long sessions. And maybe underrated sometimes, upgradability. Can you easily improve it later? That adds long-term value.
Future-proofing.
Exactly. And crucially, they dig into user feedback, brand reputation, and they really crunch the numbers on the price-to-performance ratio. Trying to find that sweet spot, really helps narrow things down for you.
It definitely sounds thorough. And just a reminder for everyone listening, while we're going deep today, this is really just scratching the surface. For way more detail, full comparisons, reviews of all the PCs we're about to mention, and loads more electronics, you need to check out CompareZaddy.com. It's your shortcut, really, to being well-informed, making smart choices. They compare, you decide, you save. Simple as that.
Nicely put.
Okay, so let's jump in. We're starting at the top. The absolute apex predators of the gaming world. These are the high-end performance desktops, machines built for just unparalleled graphics, super smooth gameplay, aimed at serious gamers, content creators, that kind of level.
Right, the no-compromise zone.
Exactly. And kicking us off is the Alienware Aurora R16 gaming desktop.
Yes, the R16. This one gets called a beast a lot, and honestly, it's earned it. We're talking an Intel 24-core i9-14900 KF processor inside. That's, it's pretty much top of the line for consumer CPUs right now.
24 cores, wow.
Yeah, and it's paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4080 Super graphics card, which is also, incredibly fast. It uses NVIDIA's latest architecture, Ada Lovelace, so you get amazing ray tracing for realistic lighting, plus AI stuff like DLSS for boosting frame rates.
So what does that mean in practice for the gamer?
It means games run incredibly fast, even at really high resolutions, like stunning 4K visuals, even the most demanding games out there. Just buttery smooth.
And it doesn't stop there with the specs, does it? I see 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM and a massive 8 terabyte SSD.
Yeah, that's a lot. 64 gigs of DDR5, the newest RAM standard, means you have tons of headroom for gaming, streaming, video editing, all at the same time, basically, without slowdowns.
And 8 terabytes of SSD storage? You could install pretty much your entire game library and still have space left over.
Pretty much. And everything loads incredibly quickly. Boot times, game levels, seconds. It's a huge quality of life improvement.
So the specs are obviously impressive. What are actual users saying, people who've bought it?
The feedback is overwhelmingly positive. We see comments about it handling really tough games like Cyberpunk 2077 Modern Warfare, people saying it runs them like a dream.
Nice.
And it's not just games. It apparently handles heavy tasks like 4K video editing seamlessly. Users are calling it a dream machine, an awesome rig. Specific mentions for running stuff like World of Warcraft, Total War, Warhammer in 4K, even in chaotic situations, flawlessly. That tells you a lot about its real-world capability.
Okay, but let's talk investment. This is obviously a high-end machine, probably comes with a significant price tag. What's the long-term value proposition, the ROI?
That's a fair question. The return on investment with the R16 isn't just about, not needing to upgrade next year. It's about maximizing everything you do with a powerful PC.
How so?
Well, it becomes this central powerhouse. It excels in competitive esports where every frame counts. It delivers those incredibly immersive single-player experiences. It's a serious tool for content creation, video, 3D, you name it, and it's powerful enough for demanding professional work too.
So it's versatile.
Hugely versatile. Basically, every hour you spend using it is backed by top-tier power. That means efficiency, peak performance, and just a better overall experience. Whatever you're doing, you're buying years of high-end capability.
What really strikes me with machines like this, beyond the raw power, is usability. Is it complicated to set up or manage?
Surprisingly, no. The initial setup is apparently very straightforward, pretty much plug and play.
Yeah.
And Alienware has its Command Center software, which gives you an easy way to tweak performance settings.
Okay.
Plus, getting inside the case for upgrades or cleaning is reportedly quite simple. That's a big plus if you like to tinker or might want to down the line.
And you mentioned its versatility beyond gaming.
Yeah, definitely. Built for heavy lifting. High-res 4K video rendering, complex 3D modeling, graphic design. It chews through tasks like that, so it really is more than just a gaming box. It's a proper high-performance workstation, too.
Let's talk design and practicality. Packing that much power must generate heat. How does it handle that?
That's where the engineering comes in. They've got cutting-edge components, the i9, the 4080 Super, but they've focused on managing the heat effectively. It uses a 240mm liquid cooler for the CPU, and the chassis is designed for optimized airflow.
So it stays cool and hopefully quiet.
Exactly. The goal is sustained peak performance without sounding like a jet engine. So you get that power without the annoying fan noise, which helps with immersion. Practically speaking, it comes with Windows 11 Pro ready to go and usually includes a basic keyboard and mouse, out of the box ready.
And I guess the bottom line, is it fun?
Oh, absolutely. The fun factor is huge. You're seeing next-gen graphics rendered beautifully, frame rates are silky smooth, making everything feel super responsive, and you've got that customizable Alien FX lighting to set the mood. It just makes everything you do on it feel elevated, captivating.
Okay, a truly impressive machine. Let's move to our next contender in the high-performance bracket. The IBU Power Y40 Pro Black Gaming PC.
Right, the Y40 PRO. This one's also positioned to really transform your gaming setup. It's typically built around an AMD Ryzen 9 7900X CPU.
Ah, so an AMD option this time.
Yeah, a very powerful one. And it's paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. Wait, let me double-check the source. Ah, yes, the outline mentions an RTX 5070 Ti 16GB GPU. That's interesting, as the 50 series aren't officially out yet, so perhaps this refers to a potential future configuration or a typo in the source material, referencing a high-end current card like the 4070 Ti or maybe even the 4080. Let's assume for now it means a very high-end current-gen or next-gen equivalent card with 16GB VRAM.
Good catch. So, assuming a very powerful GPU, likely a 40 series Ti or super equivalent for now, paired with that Ryzen 9, what else?
It usually comes with a solid 32GB of DDR5 RAM, often with RGB lighting for flare, and a speedy 2TB NVMe SSD for fast loading.
And what's the word from users on this one?
Very positive feedback on performance. Gamers are reporting really impressive speeds, running demanding games like Apex Legends, The First Descendant at a solid 144 FPS on ultra settings. That's high refresh rate gaming right there.
Nice. Anything else stand out in the feedback?
People mention the quick setup, which is always good. And the aesthetics, the RGB lighting, the premium case design, apparently it looks great. One small note, a user mentioned needing to disable the motherboard display output initially for best results, but overall the sentiment is overwhelmingly positive. Very solid PC, runs like a dream, those kinds of comments.
Sounds very capable indeed. Thinking about long-term value again, built with current high-end parts like that Ryzen 9 and a powerful RTX card, what does that mean for costs down the road?
It means you're pretty well set for a while. That combination of a high-end Ryzen 9 and a potent GPU, likely a 4070 Ti or similar right now, means you won't need to think about major upgrades immediately. That saves hassle and obviously significant expense.
So the ROI is pretty immediate.
Yeah, I'd say so. You're getting top-tier gaming right away. Plus, it's great for smooth streaming, efficient content creation. It just delivers high performance across the board for years. Your investment keeps paying off in terms of capability and enjoyment.
How about ease of use? Pre-built should be simple, right?
This one seems to nail that. Simple initial setup, great gaming performance right out of the box, and users appreciate that it comes with minimal bloatware, unwanted pre-installed software.
Good, and its versatility.
Definitely shines there too. Beyond gaming, it's got the power for complex video editing, graphic design work, demanding streaming setups. It's a real multitasking beast.
What about the design itself? Any innovative touches?
The integration of the hardware is pretty thoughtful. It often includes a 240mm liquid CPU cooler, which is great for keeping that Ryzen 9 running optimally. And it uses the premium HYKE Y40PRO black case. That case is known for good airflow and a really nice visual presentation, especially with the RGB.
And practically.
It's a complete system. Comes pre-built, Windows 11 home installed, usually includes peripherals. Plug it in, and you're basically ready to go.
And the fun factor.
Got to be high, right? Jaw-dropping graphics from that powerful GPU, super smooth frame rates, plus the visual appeal of the RGB lighting and the sleek case design. It makes for a really dynamic and immersive gaming environment.
Excellent. Okay, rounding out our top-tier discussion, we have the CyberPower PC Gamer Extreme VR, the version equipped with an Intel Core i9.
Right, another powerhouse.
Hmm.
This one packs that Intel Core i9 14900KF, again, some top-tier CPU performance, and it's paired with an RTX. Another potential future card reference, RTX 5070, 12GB. Again, let's assume this means a high-end current equivalent, perhaps the RTX 4070 or 4070 Super, given the 12GB VRAM. It's specifically highlighted as being great for VR.
Interesting. So strong CPU, strong GPU equivalent to maybe a 4070 Super, designed for smooth VR. What else?
Comes with 32GB of fast DDR5 RAM and a roomy 2TB PCIe 4.0 NVMe SSD. So very similar core specs to the other high-end machines in terms of memory and storage speed.
And user reactions, especially regarding that VR capability.
The feedback consistently praises its speed, how quiet it runs, and its sleek look. And yes, that VR aspect gets highlighted. One user had a fantastic experience with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in VR on an Oculus Quest 2.
Oh, yeah? What do they say?
They mentioned being blown away, specifically calling out clear cockpit instruments, no lag, no issues when turning my head. So immersive. That really paints a picture of high-quality VR performance. People also mentioned easy setup and good value.
Let's talk value and investment again. Top-tier parts. What's the long-term picture?
Similar story here. Those high-end components mean you're set for current and upcoming games for quite some time. No immediate upgrade pressure. Plus, CyberPower PC usually offers a decent warranty, often one-year parts and labor, and sometimes lifetime tech support. That adds peace of mind.
So the ROI is pretty direct.
Yeah, it's immediate high-performance gaming without the build hassle. You get straight to the fun part. And because the hardware is so capable, it maximizes your entertainment and productivity for years, delaying those expensive upgrade cycles.
Ease of use, setup, noise levels.
Users describe setup as super easy. And the cooling system gets praised for being dead silent, which is impressive for such a powerful machine. It's definitely versatile, too. Handles the tough stuff like 4K video editing, complex design work, streaming while gaming, reportedly without breaking a sweat.
Any specific design or practical highlights?
CyberPower PC is good at integrating features effectively. You often get liquid CPU cooling on these i9 models, which is essential. The customizable RGB lighting adds that personalized flair, but also points to a focus on the gamer aesthetic. Practically, it's a complete package, Windows 11 Home pre-installed, keyboard and mouse included, ready to roll.
And the fun factor, especially with that VR focus.
Gotta be off the charts, right? Smooth VR is incredibly immersive. It pulls you right into the game world. And even for regular gaming, that power translates to stunning visuals and fluid motion. Plus, the customizable RGB adds to the whole experience, letting you create your own gaming vibe.
Okay, fantastic overview of the high-end contenders. Now let's shift gears slightly. We're moving into what we're calling the mid-range marvels. The sweet spot for many.
Exactly. These systems hit a great balance between price and really powerful performance. Ideal for playing a wide range of demanding games very well, but without that absolute top-tier price tag. First up, the IBY Power Slate Marish Gaming Desktop. It's tagged as offering top performance value.
Right, the Slate MEsh. This one typically features an Intel Core i7 14700F processor that's still a very capable modern CPU, and it's paired with an RTX. Okay, another 5070 12GB reference. Again, we'll interpret this as a high-end current equivalent like an RTX 4070 or 4070 Super.
Got it. So strong i7, powerful 4070 level GPU. What about RAM and storage?
Usually comes with a healthy 32GB of DDR5 RAM and a fast 1TB NVMe SSD. So really solid specs for smooth gaming and multitasking. It's definitely positioned to significantly upgrade your digital world.
And what kind of real-world performance are people seeing?
This is where it gets impressive for a mid-range system. Users are reporting achieving 400, 500 FPS on Fortnite Performance Mode real matches.
Wow, that's incredibly high. It really is. That's top-tier competitive performance. Beyond just FPS, Users praise the sturdy packaging it arrives in, the excellent internal cable management, which is great for airflow and future upgrades.
Always appreciated.
Definitely. They also mention it runs very quietly, and the RGB lighting looks vibrant and appealing.
So long-term value here seems like it punches above its weight.
It really does seem to. The components are robust enough that it should handle new games well for years, delaying expensive upgrades. The efficient cooling design also helps prolong the life of the components. So the ROI is getting that near top-tier gaming experience and handling demanding tasks without the absolute premium cost. Excellent value.
How about setting it up and using it day to day?
Users report a simple setup process and great performance right out of the box. The cooling efficiency is highlighted as being very good, keeping things stable. And as versatile, people use it effectively for video editing, graphic design, live streaming. It's a capable workhorse beyond gaming.
What about the design? That MESH in the name suggests airflow is a focus.
Absolutely. It uses a premium mesh front panel case, which is excellent for airflow, helping keep temps down. It typically includes a good tower air cooler for the CPU and several RGB fans, which contribute to both cooling and aesthetics while keeping noise levels low. Practically, it's ready to go with Windows 11, Wi-Fi, and peripherals included. Very convenient.
And the fun factor seems high with those FPS numbers.
Definitely. From the unboxing, seeing the tempered glass, the RGB lighting, to actually playing games at incredibly high frame rates with quiet operation. It sounds like a really satisfying and enjoyable experience all around.
Okay, next mid-range marvel. The MSI Codex Z2 Gaming Desktop. Billed as a smart performance choice.
Yeah, the Codex Z2. This one shifts back to AMD for the CPU, often featuring an AMD R7 8700F. And for the graphics card, again, an RTX 5070 is mentioned. Let's stick with our interpretation of a current high-end equivalent, like the 4070 or 4070 Super.
Right, so strong Ryzen 7, capable 4070 level GPU, memory and storage.
It typically boasts 32 GB of DDR5 RAM and a generous 2 PB NVMe SSD. So plenty of fast memory and lots of quick storage. It's also flagged as VR ready and comes in a sleek design. Definitely positioned to level up your gaming.
What are users saying about this one? How does it perform in the real world?
The feedback often describes it as an absolute powerhouse. People mention running demanding games like Elden Ring in max settings, hitting a smooth 60 FPS at 1440p resolution, which is excellent.
And noise levels, cooling.
That's another area of praise. Users frequently comment on how quiet the fans are, often stating no heat issues, even during long gaming sessions. They also appreciate the customizable RGB lighting.
Sounds good. Let's talk long-term value again. How does the Codex Z2 stack up?
It looks like a solid investment for longevity. The combination of that Ryzen 7 and a 4070 level GPU means you shouldn't need immediate upgrades for years. And importantly, reviews often mention empty slots for upgrades.
Ah, so room to grow.
Exactly. Extra RAM slots, maybe another M.2 slot. That gives you flexibility down the line without replacing the whole system. The ROI is really about unlocking that peak performance for the latest games, often hitting, 100 to 140 plus FPS at 1440p. That transforms gameplay from just good to epic.
How about ease of use and versatility?
Setup seems straightforward, with users reporting an easy initial boot. It handles multitasking seamlessly right out of the box. And its versatility is strong. Great for high-quality game streaming, tackling creative projects, and providing that immersive VR experience it's built for.
Any particular innovative aspects in the design or features?
MSI focuses on integrating cutting-edge components well. The RTX 4070 equivalent, the DDR5 RAM, that big 2 TB NVMe SSD, they all work together for a really fluid, future-proof feeling experience. Practically, the quiet fans and efficient cooling are big pluses, and it comes VR-ready with Windows 11 Home, making setup hassle-free.
And the
Hi, for sure. Customizable RGB lets you set the mood, but the real fun comes from just flawlessly running games. Knowing your machine can handle whatever you throw at it without stuttering, that's pure gaming joy.
Okay, another strong contender. Next, we revisit the CyberPower PC Gamer Extreme VR line, but this time with an Intel Core i7, positioned as best for immersive gaming.
Right, this version offers a slightly different balance. It packs an Intel Core i7 4700F, still a very powerful CPU, and pairs it with an RTX 5060 Ti 16GB. Okay, again with the 50 series. The 16GB VRAM is interesting, suggesting a higher-end card. This might correspond to something like the current RTX 4060 Ti 16GB variant, or perhaps even a 4070, depending on the source's intent. It's definitely aimed at 4K gaming and demanding tasks.
So strong i7, a capable upper mid-range GPU with plenty of VRAM, likely a 4060 Ti 16GB or similar. Ready for 4K. How does it perform according to users?
People seem really impressed by its raw power, especially for the price. Users report handling games like BeamNG, which can be quite demanding in 4K resolution, with max settings at a smooth 60 FPS.
That's impressive for 4K.
It is. Or, if they prioritize frame rate, hitting 180 FPS at 2K resolution. Users also frequently praise its surprisingly quiet operation and the solid build quality, even during intense gaming.
Long-term investment-wise, how does this i7 4060 Ti 16GB combo look?
Pretty solid. The components are robust enough for upcoming titles, and RAM upgrades are usually very easy on these systems, letting you extend its useful life further if needed. The ROI is just immense gaming enjoyment, getting pulled into the action with crisp 4K visuals or super high frame rates for competitive play. It really does enhance the experience.
Ease of use, setup, cooling.
Setup is described as super easy again, Wi-Fi connects instantly, and the cooling gets high marks excellent and dead silent are common descriptions. It's versatile too, handling intense gaming, work projects, video editing efficiently.
Any standout innovative features or practicalities?
It incorporates that latest gen Intel Core i7 and the RTX 4060 Ti 16GB or equivalent. Plus, it often includes modern connectivity like Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3 for a fast, seamless wireless experience. Practically, Windows 11 comes pre-installed, and a keyboard mouse are usually included, so you're good to go immediately.
Fun factor.
Definitely high. Stunning detail in games, smooth motion, it creates a really immersive experience. And the customizable RGB lighting enhances that, letting you personalize your gaming space.
Okay, rounding out our mid-range marvels, we have the Thermaltake LCGS Quartz i1460 gaming desktop. This one emphasizes performance and value balance.
Yeah, the Quartz i1460 aims for that solid performance without pushing the budget too hard. It typically features an Intel Core i5-14400F processor, still a very capable modern i5, and it's paired with an RTX 5060. Okay, interpreting this as a current RTX 4060 equivalent seems reasonable.
Got it. So capable i5, solid 4060 level GPU, RAM and storage.
Usually comes with 16 GB of DDR4 or DDR5 RAM, often with RGB, and a 1 TB NVMe SSD. So maybe a slight step down in RAM quantity compared to the others, but still very respectable and fast storage. A good balance for the price point.
How does this balance translate in user feedback?
Users seem happy with exactly that, the balance of performance and value. They report the RTX 4060 equivalent handles games with ease, delivering smooth frame rates. They also praise the speed of the NVMe drive and the responsiveness provided by the RGB memory.
Long-term, how does this i5 3060 build hold up?
It's designed for a solid lifespan. It should handle current and upcoming games well for several years. Thermaltake uses quality components, and the inclusion of an ARGB air cooler helps with thermal management, extending hardware life. The ROI is straightforward. Pure enjoyment and solid capability for high-fidelity gaming and productivity, all within a more accessible budget. Setting it up and using it.
It's designed for plug-and-play. Clean internal cable management is often noted, which is nice. And it comes with the user-friendly Windows 11. Versatility-wise, it's still quite capable for content creation, video editing, streaming, proving its worth beyond just gaming.
Any specific design points or practicalities?
Thermaltake integrates current-gen components thoughtfully. The ARGB tower air cooler and RGB memory add aesthetic appeal while also serving a functional cooling purpose. Practically, it's ready to go with Windows 11 pre-installed and Wi-Fi capabilities, minimizing setup fuss.
And the fun factor.
Still high, smooth frame rates, vibrant visuals bring games to life, and that customizable RGB lighting lets you create a dynamic, personalized gaming space that just makes playing more enjoyable. All right, we've covered the top tier and the excellent mid-range options. Now let's shift focus again. We're looking at systems that offer solid gaming at even more accessible prices or come in really innovative compact packages. These prove you don't always need a huge tower or budget to transform your gaming. These are our smart choices and compact powerhouses.
Yeah, this category is really interesting. Seeing how much power they can squeeze into tiny boxes these days is pretty amazing. Opens up possibilities.
Totally. And just a quick pause here to remind you, our listener, finding this deep dive helpful. Want even more details, comparisons, reviews on all these PCs and tons of other electronics? CompareZaddy.com is the place. Seriously, they compare, you decide, you save. Check them out.
Good reminder.
Okay, first up in this segment, the GMK Tech Gaming PC, K11. It's highlighted as the best compact gaming PC. And when they say compact, they mean it.
Oh yeah, these mini PCs are tiny. But this K11 packs a surprising punch. It features an AMD Ryzen 9 8945HS processor that's a powerful mobile chip, but very capable. Plus 32 GB of fast DDR5 RAM and a 1 TB PCIe 4.0 SSD.
A Ryzen 9 in a mini PC. Wow, how do users react to that?
They're genuinely amazed. The feedback consistently mentions surprisingly powerful performance for its compact size. People report it runs modern games smoothly, which is incredible for something so small. Portability is obviously a huge plus, and responsive customer service gets mentioned too.
Okay, long-term costs and ROI for a mini gaming PC. That's an interesting angle.
It really is. The advanced processor, the DDR5 RAM, it means it won't feel outdated quickly, saving on frequent upgrades. Plus, lower power consumption compared to a big tower, and obviously it saves a ton of desk space.
Right.
The ROI is fantastic value for the price and size. And here's a key feature. It often includes an Oculink port.
Oculink, what's that?
It's a high-speed connection, specifically designed for external GPUs, eGPUs. So down the line, you could potentially plug in a full-size, powerful graphics card to this tiny box and get a massive performance boost for high-end gaming. That drastically extends its useful life and versatility.
That's actually genius for a mini PC. How about ease of use and general versatility?
Setup is simple. It's incredibly portable. Connectivity is excellent, often including dual 2.5 GBE LAN ports for super fast wired networking. And it's versatile, works great as a powerful workstation for video editing, 3D rendering, even as a home server.
So the innovation here is clear packing power and that Oculink port into a tiny space. Any other notable features?
It often features a clever cooling system, like their Hyper-Ice Chamber 2.0, with adjustable modes to balance performance and noise. Practically, it's perfect for small desks or minimalist setups, energy efficient, and usually comes with Windows 11 Pro.
And the fun factor, gaming on a tiny box.
There's a definite cool factor. Experiencing smooth 4K gaming, maybe across multiple screens, all from this little device. It brings a sense of, technological wonder. It challenges your idea of what a gaming PC needs to look like.
Very cool. Next up, another compact contender, the Boss Game P4 mini gaming desktop computer. Tagline, small but mighty.
Another tiny one. This P4 typically uses an AMD Ryzen 7 5825U processor. Still a very capable chip, especially for its size. It relies on integrated Radeon RX Vega 8 graphics.
So integrated graphics, not a dedicated GPU like the GMK Tech potentially could have via eGPU.
Exactly. So this is aimed more at lighter gaming or general productivity.
Right.
But it compensates with a hefty 32 GB of DDR4 RAM and a fast 1 TB NVMe SSD.
How do users find the performance, especially with integrated graphics?
They're often amazed by how fast and powerful it is for its size. It handles light gaming very well. Think League of Legends, Dota 2, strategy games like Stellaris or RimWorld. Users report it runs these smoothly and quietly without overheating. Easy setup and great connectivity are also praised.
Long-term value for something like this.
The capable components mean it stays useful for everyday computing and light gaming for a good while. Its compact size and efficient cooling help with longevity. The ROI is really about maximizing utility in a minimal space. It's a powerful workstation, a decent light gaming PC, and a seamless media hub, all in one tiny package.
Ease of use, connectivity, upgradability.
It's pure plug and play. Connectivity is surprisingly robust, often includes the latest Wi-Fi 6E and even dual 2.5G LAN ports, which is fantastic for a mini PC. Accessing RAM and SSD for potential upgrades is usually straightforward too. Versatility-wise, people use it for video editing, software development, even home server setups.
Innovation-wise, it's again about that power in a small package concept.
Definitely. Packing that much connectivity, Wi-Fi 6E, dual 2.5G LAN into such a small footprint is impressive. Practically, coming with Windows 11 Pro pre-installed and plenty of ports makes it super convenient and versatile for many different uses.
And the fun factor, even with integrated graphics.
Yeah, there's still fun to be had.
Yeah.
Driving up to 3 monitors smoothly for work or entertainment is great. And just the sheer novelty and excitement of having so much computing power and something you can hold in your hand is pretty cool.
Okay, shifting from compact to budget focus now. We have the CyberPower PC Gamer Master with a Ryzen 5, highlighted as the best budget gaming desktop.
Right. This one aims to deliver a solid gaming experience without requiring a huge investment. It typically features an AMD Ryzen 5 5500 processor and pairs it with Radeon RX 6400 graphics.
So a solid entry-level CPU and GPU combo?
Exactly. Enough power to get you into modern gaming comfortably. Usually comes with 16 GB of RAM and a 512 JADG or 1 TB SSD.
How does this translate into real-world gaming according to users?
The feedback consistently praises the value and performance. People report running popular games like Fortnite and Baldur's Gate 3 smoothly on high settings. It's often called a great first gaming PC. Users also appreciate the quiet operation and the attractive RGB lighting. And impressively, it's reported to handle GTA 5 online at 80 110 FPS on max settings.
Wow, that's really good for a budget build, long-term value.
It provides excellent performance for the initial cost, and importantly, it often features what users describe as a future-proof DDR5 motherboard, indicating good potential for upgrading the CPU or RAM later. The ROI is getting into immersive gaming sessions right away, hitting surprisingly high frame rates in popular titles without that high initial cost.
Ease of use, setup.
Setup is reportedly very easy.
Yeah.
The RGB lighting is customizable, which is a nice touch at this price point, and it's versatile enough for daily tasks, streaming, light creative work, making a good all-around machine.
Innovation and practicality.
It smartly leverages the capable Ryzen 5 architecture, includes a fast PCIe Gen 4 SSD, and packages in a modern-looking case, often with tempered glass and RGB. Practically, Windows 11 comes pre-installed, and it includes a keyboard and mouse. A complete, ready-to-go budget package.
Fun factor.
Definitely there. Smooth graphics, high quality for the price, plus that customizable RGB lighting. It makes for an enjoyable and immersive entry into PC gaming. Get a lot of fun for your buck.
Okay, one more in the Smart Choices section before we hit the refurbished options. The Yayor Gaming PC Desktop. Its angle is upgrade-ready gaming.
Yeah, this one's positioned as a really solid starting point with a clear path for future enhancements. It typically uses an AMD Ryzen 5 5600 GT processor, which has decent integrated graphics 16 GB of DDR4 RAM, and a 1 TB NVMe SSD. The key here is often the potential to add a dedicated GPU later.
And it comes in that Seaview room case.
Right, a distinctive case design with lots of glass. Users often comment on the sleek look and how securely it's packaged. The main feedback highlights its excellent value for those on a budget, and crucially, that clear potential for adding a powerful graphics card later. Easy internal access and tidy cable management make this DIY upgrade much simpler.
So the long-term strategy here is buy now, upgrade later.
Exactly. It's an affordable entry point. The accessible RAM slots and an often upgrade-ready power supply unit, PSU, mean you can space out your investments. Add more RAM. Pop in a good GPU when your budget allows. The ROI is immediate usability for lighter gaming and general tasks, plus significant growth potential, extending its lifespan considerably.
Ease of use. Initial setup.
Simple initial setup. The excellent cable management gets praise, making the inside look clean and organized. Versatility-wise, it works as an initial gaming rig, especially for less demanding titles using the integrated graphics, a productive workstation, or for graphic design and light video editing.
What about innovation? That case sounds interesting.
The CV room case is definitely a design choice, offering good visibility and, supposedly, optimized airflow. It often comes with 5 ARGB fans that feature intelligent temperature control and can be managed via remote. That's quite innovative for a budget-oriented, upgrade-focused system. Practically, it's pre-assembled with Windows 11, and that easy upgrade access is key.
Fun factor, even before adding a GPU.
The unique aesthetic of the case itself adds a bit of fun. And there's a certain satisfaction in knowing you have a solid foundation that you can easily build upon later for even better performance. The journey of upgrading can be part of the fun for some people.
Okay, we've navigated the new builds, from budget to absolute beasts. Now let's talk about making high-performance gaming even more accessible. We're moving into refurbished and budget-friendly gems.
Right. This is where you can find some really interesting deals, especially if you're mindful of what you're getting. It's about smart value hunting.
Absolutely. And before we dive into these specific options, let me just quickly remind everyone listening, if any of these systems pique your interest, or if you just want to compare specs and prices across the board, compareZaddy.com is your best friend. They lay it all out clearly so you can compare, decide, and save. Don't miss out.
Definitely worth checking.
So, first up in the refurbished category, the Dell Optiplex Gaming Desktop Renewed. This comes as a complete budget bundle.
Yeah, these are often older enterprise desktops that have been refurbished and upgraded for gaming.
Yeah.
This specific one mentions an Intel Core i7, likely an older generation, like 6th or 7th gen, a GeForce GT 1030 graphics card, which is definitely entry-level 16 GB of RAM, and a 512 GB SSD.
Okay, so modest specs, but the bundle aspect is key.
Exactly. The big draw here is that it includes everything.
Yeah.
The PC tower, a monitor, keyboard, mouse, and even a headset. It's a complete starter kit.
How do users feel about these renewed bundles?
Generally quite positive, considering the price. People praise the super easy setup, how responsive it feels for everyday tasks thanks to the SSD, and the sheer convenience of getting everything in one box. Many report the units arrive looking like new. It's recognized as great value for a basic starter PC.
Long-term costs and ROI. It's older hardware.
True, but you're getting solid functional performance for basic tasks and light gaming at a fraction of the cost of new components. Plus, professional refurbishment usually includes inspection and a guarantee, adding peace of mind. The ROI is immediate access to a full computing setup, gaming, work, browsing, saving you the time and money of buying peripherals separately.
Ease of use must be high if it's plug and play.
Definitely. Effortless initial setup is the term used. All the accessories integrate easily, and it's versatile, great for daily productivity, streaming video content, office work, not just very light gaming.
Is there innovation here or just refurbishment?
The innovation lies in making gaming accessible. They often add modern touches like a customizable RGB lighting panel to the case and upgrade the storage to a faster SSD, giving these older machines a new lease on life and a bit of modern flair. Practically, it's a fully kitted out, ready-to-go solution, hassle-free.
Fun factor, even with the GT 1030.
Well, maybe not for cutting-edge AAA titles, but quick boot times, thanks to the SSD, are satisfying, and the RGB lighting adds that personal touch, enhancing the mood for whatever you're doing on it. It provides an immediately usable and enjoyable basic experience.
Okay, next budget-friendly option. The STG Albran Gaming PC Desktop. This one with an Intel Core i7 and an RX 580 graphics card, offering budget-friendly versatility.
Right, this typically features an Intel Core i7, again, likely an older generation, paired with an AMD Radeon RX 580 HE graphics card. The RX 580 was a very popular mid-range card a few years back, still quite capable for 1080p gaming. It usually comes with 16GB RAM and a 512GB SSD.
How's the user feedback on this one? The source mentions mixed sentiment.
It does, and it's important to acknowledge that. However, the source immediately pivots to say that many users praise its performance for the price. They like the easy setup, quiet fans, and the RGB lighting.
Okay, so what were the mixed points about?
Some users apparently encountered quirks with the Wi-Fi connection initially, but the feedback suggests simple fixes, like ensuring connection to a 5G router band, usually resolved it. On the positive side, users reported being happy running games like The Sims 4 on high settings, and even getting 60+ FPS in Elden Ring, which is pretty impressive for this price class.
So potential minor hurdle, but strong performance for the money. What about the long-term investment?
You're getting a complete, ready-to-use system, often cheaper than building it yourself. It frequently comes with a 1-year warranty and lifetime tech support, which adds value and peace of mind, potentially saving costs later. The ROI is that immediate ready-to-play experience, saving you build time and effort.
Ease of use. Setup.
Setup is easy. Wireless connectivity might need that small tweak for some, but system boot up is described as very easy. Versatility is good. Handles video editing, streaming, work, studies quite capably.
Innovation and practicality.
The innovation is more about the user-friendly package. Integrated RGB lighting and fans, often including peripherals like an RGB soundbar. It's designed as a complete, visually appealing setup right out of the box. Practically, it's a fully assembled Windows 10 home system with essential wireless capabilities. Very convenient.
Fun factor.
The vibrant RGB lighting definitely adds to the fun. And quick game loading times from the SSD make for an immersive, enjoyable experience right away.
Okay, another STG Albran build. This one is positioned as an entry-level game changer. It features an Intel Xeon E5 processor and an RX 550 graphics card.
Interesting choice with the Xeon E5. Those are typically older server workstation CPUs, but can offer good multi-core value. Paired with an AMD Radeon RX 550 4GB graphics card, which is firmly in the entry-level category. Comes with 16GB RAM and usually a 512GB or 1TB SSD. It's aimed at popular but less demanding titles like Fortnite, Valorant, Hogwarts Legacy at 60+ FPS.
Xeon CPU.
Yeah.
How do users find that? And the RX 550.
Feedback is generally very positive for the price. Users call it the best bang for the buck. They report it handles games like Baldur's Gate 3 and Fortnite effortlessly, even hitting 120 FPS on Fortnite, which is fantastic for entry level. Easy setup, sturdy build, and RGB lights get praise.
Any downsides mentioned?
Some acknowledge the included mouse might feel cheap, or that a Wi-Fi booster could be helpful for some setups, but the overall sentiment remains fantastic for the price.
Long-term value proposition.
It's strategic. It gets you into PC gaming and handles popular titles well now, delaying the need for a more expensive system. The ROI is immediate access to gaming, streaming, creative work at a very accessible price. Lots of entertainment value for the money spent.
Ease of use. Versatility.
Setup is straightforward. Game performance is solid for entry level. It's versatile enough for studying, working from home, basic photo video editing, even light streaming. A good all-rounder for the budget-conscious.
Innovation and practicality.
The innovation is combining these capable-for-the-price components, Xeon, RX 550 SSD, into an accessible package, often including RGB fans and a full set of peripherals, keyboard, mousepad, for a complete out-of-the-box experience. Practically, it's pre-assembled with Windows 10 Home. Super easy.
Fun factor. 120 FPS in Fortnite sounds fun.
Absolutely. The RGB fans add visual flair, and smoothly running popular games like Fortnite at high frame rates makes gaming immediately immersive and enjoyable, proving you don't need to spend a fortune to have a good time.
Okay, next we have the Xeon Gaming PC desktop computer, tagged as reliable, ready to play.
This one is another budget-friendly option. It typically uses an AMD Ryzen 5 5500 processor, same as the CyberPower PC budget model we discussed, and pairs it with the Radeon RX 550 4GB graphics card, similar to the STGO Bronze Xeon build. Comes with 16GB RAM and usually a larger 1TB NVMe SSD. It also includes RGB fans and peripherals.
So similar core specs to the last one, maybe slightly better CPU than the Xeon. How does user feedback compare?
The consistent theme here is ease and reliability. Users seem really pleased with how simple it is to set up and its smooth operation without encountering frustrating freezes. That reliability aspect is highlighted. People praise its speed and dependability right from the start.
Long-term cost and ROI.
The solid foundation of components means no immediate upgrade pressure, saving money. The ROI is getting a well-rounded, ready-to-go setup, including all the gaming essentials, which maximizes enjoyment and efficiency from day one without needing extra purchases.
Ease of use. Versatility.
It's described as plug-and-play with peripherals ready to go. Versatility is good, handles office apps, web browsing, streaming smoothly. Suitable for photo editing or even dual-monitor setups for productivity.
Innovation and practical aspects.
The innovation is offering a balanced, accessible package combining modern components, Ryzen 5 NVMe SSD, with that all-in-one bundle including peripherals. Practically, it's a pre-built Windows 11 home system, saving time and hassle. Very straightforward.
Fun factor.
High for entry level. You can jump right into games like Fortnite or Minecraft, enjoy smooth gameplay, and the vibrant RGB lighting adds a nice ambiance. Reliable fun without fuss.
Okay, one more refurbished option. The HP Gaming PC desktop computer, renewed, our value workhorse.
Right, another take on refurbishing older systems. This one features an Intel Core i7-6700 processor, a 6th gen chip, but pairs it with a more capable GPU, the GTX 1660 Super 6GB. That's a solid 1080p gaming card. It also boasts a generous 32GB of DDR4 RAM and that hybrid storage. 128GB SSD for the OS and key apps, plus a large 3TB HDD for games and files.
So, older CPU, but decent GPU, and lots of RAM storage. How's the feedback? Source mentions mixed sentiment again.
It does acknowledge mixed experiences, but again, it emphasizes that many users are genuinely pleased with its gaming capabilities and overall value. Easy setup is mentioned, and responsive customer support gets a specific shout-out. Skytech was very helpful. Users report running games like World of Warcraft and Call of Duty smoothly at high settings. So, while maybe not perfect for everyone, many found it delivered great value. And again, we're just relaying what the source material contains.
Understood. Long-term cost and ROI.
You're getting a powerful setup, especially with that 32GB RAM and massive storage at a much lower price than new. That extends its value significantly. The ROI is a robust gaming and computing experience without the full cost of a new machine, maximizing enjoyment and productivity immediately.
Ease of use. Versatility.
Plug-and-play setup, pre-installed OS, Windows 11 Pro in this case. Its versatility is strong thanks to the RAM and GPU handles demanding work apps, creative projects, streaming effectively alongside gaming.
Innovation and practicality.
The innovation is making higher performance more accessible and sustainable through refurbishment. Including Windows 11 Pro and RGB peripherals adds modern touches and convenience. Practically, it's a pre-assembled, ready-to-go system that offers significant power for the price.
Fun factor.
Definitely boosted by the smooth gaming performance from the GTX 1660 Super. And the included RGB keyboard and mouse add that cool, immersive vibe to your gaming sessions. Good fun on a budget.
Okay, now for a unique entry. The Alienware Aurora gaming desktop, but listed generically with performance with a caveat. This sounds potentially problematic.
Yeah, this requires careful handling, sticking strictly to what the source says. This refers to an Alienware Aurora model engineered for top performance with a focus on streamlined design and quieter operation.
What?
The source explicitly notes a mixed bag and strong concerns from users. There were reports of significant discrepancies between advertised specs and what people actually received.
Like what kind of discrepancies?
Examples given include getting an i7 CPU instead of the advertised i9, a 1 TB SSD instead of 2 TB, or receiving an air-cooled system when liquid cooling was expected and advertised.
Oof, that would definitely lead to frustration.
Absolutely. The source confirms this led to frustration and returns for some customers. It's crucial we state we're impartially reporting this information from the source.
Right. Does the source mention any positive experiences for this specific model?
It does pivot. It mentions that users who did receive correct or acceptable configurations praise the incredibly quick and smooth performance, especially for tasks like digital art. They reported steady frame rates in games and were sometimes surprised by included basic peripherals.
Okay, so potential issues, but good performance if you get what you ordered. How about the intended long-term value?
Well, the advertised components, often mentioning things like RTX 50 series GPUs and Intel Core Ultra processors, again, future-facing terms likely representing current high-end equivalents like 40 series and 14th Gen Core, are designed to be incredibly future-proof, delaying upgrades. So the ROI for the machine, as advertised and correctly configured, is undoubtedly a seamless, high-fidelity gaming world and a powerful workstation.
Ease of use and versatility, assuming correct configuration.
Generally plug-and-play setup. Alienware Command Center allows intuitive customization. Versatility is high, great for video editing, 3D rendering, digital art. A capable workstation beyond gaming.
Innovation and practicality as intended.
The advertised innovation lies in using the latest components, like high-end RTX 40 series equivalents and 14th Gen Intel Core, in a chassis engineered for optimized airflow and quieter performance. Practically, Windows 11 Home comes pre-installed, and Dell's on-site service is a plus.
And the fun factor, when expectations are met.
Should be immense. Next-gen graphics, buttery smooth frame rates, customizable Alien FX lighting, all contribute to a highly immersive and enjoyable experience. But that caveat is significant and needs to be kept in mind based on the source's user feedback report.
Absolutely. A very important distinction to make there. Okay, well, we've covered a huge range of specific machines. Let's broaden out now and touch on some general guidance from CompareZaddy.com's FAQ section, practical advice for you listeners.
Good idea. Let's start with the big one. What kind of gaming performance can you actually expect from these high-performance desktops we've been discussing?
The core promise, as we've heard, is a truly transformative gaming experience. But what does that mean in specifics?
That means playing demanding modern games at high, often very high, frame rates and resolutions 1440p or even 4K are common targets for the mid-range and high-end systems. We saw specs like RTX 4070, 4070 Ti, 4080 super equivalents.
Right, paired with powerful CPUs like Ryzen 7 or 9, Intel Core i7 or i9.
And plenty of RAM 32GB or even 64GB of fast DDR5 is common in the higher tiers. This combination delivers that smooth, high-fidelity experience.
Can we give some real-world examples, like specific games?
Sure. Think Elden Ring, GTA 5 Online, Cyberpunk 2077, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, running beautifully, often at max or near max settings, depending on the specific tier of machine. And it's not just gaming. They handle intense multitasking, high-quality streaming while playing, demanding content creation. They're powerhouses. Plus, many are explicitly VR-ready.
Okay, another big question. Are pre-built high-performance gaming desktops actually a good investment compared to, say, building your own?
That's a classic debate. Pre-builds offer compelling value, especially when you find them on sale. They save you the hassle and sometimes the inflated cost of sourcing individual components, especially sought-after GPUs, and they save you the build process itself.
Yeah, the ease of setup is a recurring theme in the user feedback.
Definitely. Immediate high performance right out of the box. However, there are crucial considerations, mainly around reliability, as we touched on.
Right, that advice to inspect the unit carefully upon arrival.
Exactly. Check for shipping damage, but also verify the components match what you ordered. The source noted some instances of mislabeled specs or initial boot problems with certain models or brands in the past. Being diligent upfront is key.
Any brands that generally got positive feedback on reliability in the source?
Brands like MSI and CyberPower PC were generally noted as receiving positive feedback regarding initial performance and spec accuracy. But it's always wise to check recent reviews for any specific model you're considering.
And for long-term investment value in a pre-built.
Look for that upgrade potential we mentioned. Extra RAM slots, M.2 NVMe SSD expansion options, a power supply, PSU, with enough wattage headroom to support a future graphics card upgrade. These things significantly extend the lifespan and value of your purchase.
Good advice. Let's wrap up the practicalities. Setup, connectivity, cooling. What are the key takeaways?
Setup is generally straightforward. Most have Windows 11 pre-installed for a quick start. Connectivity usually includes standard Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, though performance can vary. Sometimes an external dongle or antenna is used, which you might want to upgrade or position carefully for best results, especially for serious online gaming.
And cooling seems critical.
Absolutely vital. These machines generate heat. Effective cooling, whether robust air cooling with good airflow or premium liquid cooling, is essential for maintaining performance and ensuring component longevity. Thankfully, many models achieve this while remaining surprisingly quiet.
Ports and connections.
You generally get plenty of USB ports, both Type A and Type C, and multiple display outputs like HDMI and DisplayPort for multi-monitor setups. Should be enough for most users' peripherals.
Any final maintenance tips from the source?
Yeah, a couple of good ones. Run a full malware scan right after setup, just to be safe. And keep your graphics drivers and operating system regularly updated. Simple steps, but they help maintain performance, stability, and security over the long run.
Excellent practical advice. So that really brings our deep dive today to a close. We've explored a huge landscape of high-performance gaming desktops. The main takeaway, hopefully, is that investing in one of these machines isn't just buying a gadget. It's a strategic move, really, one that can significantly upgrade your entire digital life.
Absolutely. You're unlocking incredible graphics, super fluid gameplay, and the power to handle really demanding software, whether for work or creativity. It means more immersive games, maybe a competitive edge online, and just a much more capable, versatile machine overall. It really can redefine how you interact with technology.
We really hope this deep dive has armed you with the insights you need. By focusing on those key parts, the CPU, the GPU, the SSD, considering user feedback and upgrade potential, you can make a really smart, informed choice that you'll be happy with for years. And one last time, for all the detailed comparisons, the nitty-gritty reviews, and the best way to compare, decide, and save, head over to comparesaddy.com.
Thank you for listening to the comparesaddy.com Compare, Decide, Save podcast.